30 seconds till the clock hits 0. Teams are normally out here warming up. Both the Milwaukee Bucks and Orlando Magic are not on the floor. 5 seconds till the horn. This is when I would normally welcome everyone to the game. Things have changed today, everybody. Things have definitely changed.
Yep.
They didn't just say, we're not gonna play. What they did was they held a phone call with the Attorney General of the state of Wisconsin.
You're right, they didn't just leave the locker room and say we're going back home to pout.
No,
they were trying to get something done, Tony.
If not now, when? We understand it's not gonna end, but that does not mean, young men, that you don't do anything. Don't listen to these people telling you don't do anything because it's not gonna end right away. It is the young people leading the way. So I applaud it.
'Cause I just need a helping hand. It's gonna help me stand. It's gonna help me stand.
That's my man right there. Any cool video you see anywhere.
Only some.
Right here. Oh, and there's Rody.
Oh, and there's Rody.
So it's like a circuit set up for all our players that come in. They got a good warm-up circuit here, so they get their drills done prior to getting on the court, shooting with their coaches. As you can see, Rody's getting ready.
We know that. Everybody knows that.
Sticky pad. Let's go. Taking on the defending world champion Toronto Raptors.
Now, time to welcome the good guy. Your Artlist.
Who done died and just made a king? Come through and do major things. I do it grande, I need to.
And that's it. The Nets bubble has burst.
Everybody sings.
So right now we're in a timeout, so I'm actually DJing. But if you're gonna stick with us for a little bit, once we get back to the game, I'm gonna come here and play some prompts. Offensive, defensive prompts, some score tracks. We got a fun 3-point power up when the Jazz hit a 3. It's gonna be a blast. You should stick around with Olivier because he knows what's up.
I do. They already know me though. They want to know who I work with. And that's what we're gonna share. All the different characters that I get to work with here at the, in what's known as the bubble.
I like life in the bubble. We need them to hit a 3 to get real saucy over here. Like that? Super Mario Brothers.
How long have you been in the NBA?
4 years. This is my first year as the Bucks official DJ.
It's a perfect fit. Who done died and just made a king?
Man in the house.
Come through and do major things. I do it grande, I need 7 rings. 7 rings. Hit the stage, everybody sings.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, God. I'm fine. How are you?
So this is Carla, and as you can see, Carla's pretty sharp on the norm, but as soon as you turn on the camera,
I'm shy.
she is all about the giggles. Well, Carla, how about you tell us what you do?
I am the screens producer. I'm responsible for the content on the screens that you see out there during the game, where you see the prompts, the lineup intros, music videos, all of those kinds of things.
Who's your home team, Carla?
My home team is the Dallas Mavericks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you get to work any of their games?
I got to work their game yesterday.
The game didn't go as well as expected,
but the screens looked fantastic.
My name's Jackson. I'm the video programmer, making everything for all the video boards up there for all 22 teams in the bubble. There's a bunch of us that do it, but yeah, it's crazy managing all the content for 22 different teams.
Tell me about your console right over here.
Yeah,
looks like you're in a fighter jet.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's a lighting console typically, but it can also be used to control video. So it has a lot of buttons and a lot of faders, so we can grab a lot of stuff on the fly and pull up whatever's needed.
Are you having fun?
Oh, every day.
Sarcasm at its best.
There we go, Jackson. Sorry.
I can see the way you hate the way we living. Wow. Who done died in this major king? I'm through in a major thing. I do it grande, I need 7 rings. Hit the stage, everybody sings.
You just want to walk through the production schedule? This will be,
yeah, I'll bring up your rundown now.
Perfect. This will be pretty simple.
All right, and take it away, Tyler.
The new content for the playoffs, so there's a new playoff reset look. We have both an animated and a still. Did build it in a way that is very slow animation, so hopefully it can beat the animated ribbon during gameplay.
The Bucks never took the floor, so things got a little bit confusing because nobody understood why they weren't taking the floor. I reached out to the Bucks PR. I asked them for any kind of update, but at this point, they're not speaking. They're not letting us know what's going on. I've also reached out to several of the players inside of the Bucks locker room via text, but they are not talking yet either. So there's no update as to exactly why they have chosen not to take the floor. But again,
what I can say is that the players feel very strongly about creating that systemic change. It's not just about wearing a t-shirt. It's not just about, pictures or shoes. It's about how to create real change for Americans. So that is the message that they're continuing to try to get out here in Orlando.
Scheduled today, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, is Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup between the Orlando Magic and the Milwaukee Bucks. Orlando came out at roughly the 19-minute mark on the clock, and Milwaukee didn't. I am assuming there were some discussions backstage, and Orlando decided as a group to leave the court before the clock ticked down to 0. So both Orlando and Milwaukee were not out here when the horn hit. And now we sit and we wait and we see. This is much bigger than basketball. Much bigger than basketball.
We have to support our younger brethren, the players, our support staff, the young men and women who are trying to fight and take on the torch for social justice in our country.
Players in a meeting today decided that their intention is to resume the playoffs.
They are businessmen, not just athletes, and they recognize that they needed to do exactly what they elected to do, which was come back and finish these playoffs, which have been riveting, by the way.
Today, the NBA family mourns the loss of Cliff Robinson. Robinson helped lead the Portland Trail Blazers to 2 NBA Finals appearances in the early 90s. His 18-year career included an All-Star appearance, and the 1993 NBA Sixth Man of the Year award. The NBA family also mourned the loss of Hall of Fame coach Luke Olson, who made a significant impact on countless current and former NBA players, as well as the loss of actor Chadwick Boseman, a close friend of the NBA, who appeared in iconic movies such as the Jackie Robinson biopic 42 and Black Panther. Please join us in observing a moment of silence in honor of Cliff Robinson, Luke Olson, and Chadwick Boseman. Thank you.
Lighting, please. Flags, please.
Today's presentation of the national anthem has been recorded and performed by Sean Hinton.
What it do? 5 in the morning and I got